It's officially official. The Derek Carr era in New Orleans has come to a close. The New Orleans Saints have placed the quarterback on the reserve/retired list, and that report coming in from Mike Garafolo. Welcome into Saints Now by Chat Sports. As always, I'm your host, Trizzy Trace Girouard. Be sure to subscribe to Saints Now for more updates around the black and gold. Now, what this means, like I said, the Derek Carr era, it's officially over. It's done. He is off the team. He is pretty much not off the books, but no money else is going to be changed anymore. It's done. He's done. No more Derek Carr. The tenure in New Orleans, which, to be honest, was very, very disappointing, it's over. The rebuild has officially begun. The next era of Saints football and the new generation of the black and gold has officially taken over in New Orleans, obviously outside of Mickey Loomis. Now, let's just really quickly revisit Derek Carr's career. I mean, it was a 14-13 win-to-loss ratio. Obviously, wins and losses are not a quarterback stat. That being said, he was responsible for more wins than losses. The Saints did not win a game when he was not the starter last year. All in all, he's an 11-year veteran. That is the definition of aggressively average. Really nice deep shots to Rashid Shaheed. A lot of fun moments to MVS. Some really cool stuff that happened against the Cowboys and against the Panthers. Titans game, his first game as the New Orleans Saints. That was a lot of fun and stuff. There was a lot of good moments. There was a lot of bad moments. All in all, the moments have come to a conclusion. Now, describe the Derek Carr era in one word for me in the comment section. If you need more than one, 3 or less. You can cheat. I'll let you cheat. But describe the Derek Carr era in one word. I'm going to use disappointing. Now, how we got here. All this happened originally, going into the draft process, we all assumed this guy right here was going to be the starting quarterback. Every single person that talks about the New Orleans Saints said the same thing. Derek Carr will be the starting quarterback. So if you went and drafted Shedeur, if you went and drafted Jackson Dart, if you went and drafted Tyler Shough, these guys would be ultimately taking over after Derek Carr's tenure was done or after the Saints were done with Derek Carr. However, right before minicamp, or right when minicamp started, a random Friday news dump, Derek Carr announced that he had a major shoulder injury, which would potentially sideline him through the entire season. Then it was found out that he would need surgery in order to be able to play. And so rather than trying to fight it out and waiting and seeing what happens, he just ultimately ended up retiring. And this move actually did save the New Orleans Saints $30 million in total from the retirement. New Orleans still paid him his $10 million roster bonus. So it was a win-win for both sides. Derek Carr got $10 million. Saints got a bunch of money back. So at the end of the day, both parties can leave ultimately happy. No scratches, no ugly breakup, no nonsense. It was just a clean break. Everyone's happy. Everyone wins. Derek Carr officially has retired. It was an 11-year career for the former Fresno State Bulldogs. Long time with the Raiders. New in the last couple seasons with the New Orleans Saints. And, for Derek Carr specifically in terms of this update, this isn't new information. It's just now officially been made official. The announcement happened a handful of weeks ago, about a month ago, and it was always going to be understood this would be a post-June 1 designation. June 1st hit, June 2nd hit, nothing happened. June 3rd hits, and now it's officially Derek Carr retirement day. Now let's talk the financials, because that is a big win for the New Orleans Saints here. That being said, most of the cap savings actually don't kick in until the 2026 season. So right now, the Saints actually don't save all that much money. They only save $1.25 million. We're going to give you the exact numbers, but rounding it up, only about $1.25 million, 1.26, however you want to round it up. 2026, that's when you save a lot of dough, $28 million of extra savings that you did not anticipate you would get, for a grand total of $30 million in savings for the Derek Carr retirement. So first of all, clap it up for Derek Carr. Thank you for helping the Saints save some money. And also clap it up for the Saints for actually making some good cap moves right here, because who would have thunk that this happened? Not me. Now, in terms of another player that we should be seeing added to the retired/reserves list, at the time of filming this video, it is Tuesday, June 3rd, about 5:30 p.m. No new updates around Ryan Ramczyk. It'll happen. It'll happen soon. That'll be more money. That'll be more roster space. That'll be more all of that cleared up here whenever that is made official. When it happens, I'm not exactly sure, but it will happen relatively soon. And also, it's a win for some of the guys on the roster who are on the lower end of roster because you can actually climb up. 2 guys off the roster, 2 guys can climb up. That's a lot of money up here that's now gone that you can allocate down here and kind of in the middle. It's all wins in regards to the New Orleans Saints. So this is all stuff. Obviously, wish nothing but the best for Derek Carr and Ryan Ramczyk. Happy retirement. I hope the injuries recover well, and I hope everyone is sails off into the sunset and has a wonderful, wonderful life with their families. Now, really quick reminder to subscribe to Saints Now for more news and more updates around the black and gold. If we get 25 new subscribers on this video, we'll be at the next milestone, 46,400. We're chipping away every single day on the road to 50K. That was bars. That was bars. If that isn't a reason to subscribe to Saints Now, I don't know what is. Hit the sub button for free videos by Saints fans for Saints fans. Alrighty, let's talk about moving forward and have a conversation about the New Orleans Saints in the quarterback room, because right now it's the Tyler Shough or the Spencer Rattler show. And that is the near future. That is the immediate future. The long-term future, I don't know. And to be totally honest, I think Kellen Moore will have the opportunity, if Tyler Shough or Spencer Rattler doesn't work out, to get another chance with another quarterback, barring it's an absolute disaster and it's a total dumpster fire. I don't think that's going to be the case. Kellen Moore has been very, very impressive early in his tenure as the Saints head coach. But in terms of the immediate future, right now, I personally believe that Tyler Shough is viewed as the quarterback one. I understand that Spencer Rattler has been working mostly with the first team at OTAs, but I'm going to be totally honest. I think that that's just more of a formality thing. I think that's more of getting Tyler Shough comfortable, getting him confident, getting him ready to take those first team reps at training camp and in the preseason and stuff. So ultimately, I believe Tyler Shough is the QB1. I mean, he is the player that Kellen Moore handpicked, but I will say don't rule out Spencer Rattler. I would not be surprised if week 1 we actually see Rattler running the Saints offense over Tyler Shough. That being said, I do think that immediately in the future, it will be Tyler Shough's team. Every parent has a favorite kid. Every teacher has a favorite student. Every coach has a favorite player. And right there, that guy is the one that Kellen Moore handpicked. Now, other options, obviously, are out there in the future. You could potentially go and get Arch Manning. That would be a lot of fun. Get the March for Arch. Fulfill the prophecy, as they say, and they meaning me on social media. Garrett Nussmeier, also an option, though. His dad, fun fact, is the offensive coordinator, in case you did not know that, here in the New Orleans Saints. So maybe Nuss sticks around in the boot and actually turns in the purple and gold for some black and gold. But I think we just need to slow the roll on this conversation as a whole. Of course, it's fun to talk about the potential of Nussmeier, of Arch Manning. But, realistically, I don't think that that's truly in the cards right now. At least that's not what the Saints are planning for. So I say that because a point I've already made. Kellen Moore handpicked Tyler Shough. Let's give him a chance. Let's give him an opportunity to show what he's got. Let's see what Kellen Moore is capable of doing with a player like Tyler Shough. Let's see what Tyler Shough truly has in the chamber. Maybe, just maybe, this is a duo right here that is a match made in heaven, and you actually don't have to have a conversation about another quarterback for a long, long time. I sure would love that to happen. I sure hope it happens. But at the end of the day, got to be realistic. Maybe the future quarterback one is still in college football. I'm just saying. Who knows? But again, slow the roll. We'll see what happens. In terms of the quarterback room, though, I know that Doug Nussmeier and Kellen Moore and Scott Tolzien, they have a lot of experience. Relatively young coaching staff, especially Moore and Scott Tolzien. They have honestly said on multiple occasions, they're like, we're good. I don't think we need another quarterback. I don't think we need a veteran. Of course, if we have the opportunity to add to the quarterback room and improve it, then sure, we'll consider it. But, maybe Carson Wentz could be a player that the Saints end up signing to be a veteran quarterback that could offer a little bit of reassurance and a little bit of security. I mean, he used to have a cannon for an arm whenever he was with the Philadelphia Eagles. Very accurate passer back in the day, and most recently he's actually gotten to work with and work under Patrick Mahomes, giggity. But I also will say I don't think you need to add a free agent quarterback. He's pretty much the best one available outside of maybe Tyler Huntley. I just don't think you need to add a quarterback. I think that Kellen Moore's confidence in saying that this is a young group that's done it, we feel like we can make this work, it gives me a reason to believe in it too. I have no reason to doubt Kellen Moore. So until he gives me proof as to why I shouldn't believe in him, then I'm going to continue to ride with Kellen Moore. And So I just wanted to bring up the possibility of signing Carson Wentz because this whole quarterback conversation is something to discuss. Maybe you go and add a veteran quarterback if you're not 100% confident in Tyler Shough and Spencer Rattler. But, at the end of the day, maybe you also don't do that, and who knows? Just decide to roll with what you got. So what would you do? If you were in charge of the New Orleans Saints, would you sign Carson Wentz? Just type sign or pass in the comment section. And Who Dat Nation, right before we get out of here, I also want to encourage you just to be patient here. Have a little bit of optimism. I understand the quarterback conversation, the quarterback room, since Drew Brees is retired, has not really been all that illustrious. It's honestly been extremely underwhelming and a massive disappointment. I mean, I'm old enough to remember when we were sitting here saying, oh my God, Jameis Winston could take us to the promised land. And for a minute there, it actually looked like he could. Obviously, that was not the case. And, now we're in the new era of Saints football. It may not be perfect. It may not be amazing. But it will probably be better than it was. And to be honest, that's what this team needs, is change, and they need to just get out with the old, in with the new, and I think that that's exactly what they're doing. The rebuild has officially been on. It has been officially official. It has been done well so far, in my opinion, but there's still work to be done in terms of building the roster and, really shooting for something special, because I think that that's the ultimate goal for any NFL team, is to go and compete for a Lombardi trophy. And hopefully in time, the New Orleans Saints can be doing just that. Now, Who Dat Nation, I appreciate y'all for tuning in to today's video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, follow your boy on social media, and turn on those notifications. We got a live show tomorrow afternoon, so be sure to tune in 4 p.m. Central Time. Y'all stay golden, and we'll see you next time.